Radha Shivasti Gaura Bhaktarinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So this is Sunday Satsang, January 19th, 2025. We're continuing our discussion of Guru Tattva Nectar from our collection of notes. And I'm just going to read some things here. Jai Shri Radha Shri Jai Gurudev Shri Gurudev. So this discussion, some devotee asked Prabhupada about worshipping a picture of him. Actually, in 1976, Prabhupada talked to some sannyasi disciples in Vrindavan, and he asked them to start worshipping him in his kutir at Radha Damodar temple in Sevakunj. Jiva Goswami's Radha Damodar Mandir, one of the seven mandirs of Vrindavan, the Gaudiya Sampradaya, Madan, Govindaji, Gopinath, Radharaman, Gokulan, Radha Vinod, and Damodar, Radha Shamsundar. These are the 7 temples. So Prabhupada himself asked the devotees to start worshipping a picture. So up until this time, the devotees were worshipping Prabhupada directly in his form. So he said, you should get a picture of me and put it in the kitchen and start worshipping. So at that time, someone asked Prabhupada, are you present in your picture? Are you your Guru Rupam, your Vapu, is it just a picture or is it actually your Rupa? So he said, yes, I'm present in my picture and in my form. So even in Sanatana Dharma, we have the concept of monastic murti, a murti of Bhagavan in the mind, and there's mitika murti, murti made of clay or earth, like the gopis of Vrindavan, the Brajakanas were worshipping a mitika murti of Durga, Kalyayani, during Mrigashirsha month. Every day they came before sunrise. They made a murti out of sand and clay on the banks of Yamuna. They puja Kalyayani, Mahayogi Nidishri, Nandagopa Sutam Devi, Patime Kurute Nama. They chanted this mantra, praying to Yogamaya Kalyayani to make Nanda their husband, because they had that Pati Brata, doing Pati Brata by worshipping Durga. So murtis are made of Ashtadhatu, 8 different elements, copper, tin, silver, gold, etc. And there's Daru Brahma, it's a murti made of wood like who? Gauranitai, Nimwadi, Jagannath Balaram, Subhadra, Sudarshan. So in this way, picture is called Chitra Kamurti. Or you can say Tasvir, Chitra. It's a murti made of a photograph or a painting. Just like Radharani made a painting of Madan Gopal or Vishaka. So in the way to Prakash, I think Vishaka made a painting of Krishna and gave it to Radharani one day. And he called it Madan Gopal. So he said, Prabhupada went on to say, my teachings and my form should be worshipped. This was in 1972. I do not feel separation from my spiritual master when I am engaged in devotional service. He personally gives me sufficient strength. So He's saying, so, because the devotees asked Prabhupada a question, does he feel separation? He says, no, when I'm doing service, I feel the presence of my Guru. Because what does the Guru do? When the Guru enters our life, engages us in service. And he places the seva vasana is placed in the mind and consciousness of the devotee when he takes diksha. Because he learns that his life is now centered around seva. Hari Guru Vaishnava Seva. So this, when Prabhupada's saying, when I'm engaged in service, I feel the presence of my Guru and I get strength from my Guru. So this is about Chaitanya's order in relation to Guru. This is all Guru Tattva nectar here. Lord Chaitanya said, it is my command. Well, you know that verse? Yarideke Taraka. Yarideke Taraka hai Krishna Upadesh. Ah, there's more to it than that. Look up here. It was the order that Lord Chaitanya gave in South India. He was visiting a Brahmin in South India, and the Brahmin wanted to leave his family and travel with Lord Chaitanya because he couldn't give up his Sangha. Lord Chaitanya at that time spoke to him. He said, just don't, you can't come with me. Don't leave your wife. That's also Dharma. So he spoke this verse, which is in Madhya Lila chapter 7, Chaitanya Charitamrita 128. Jare deka tare kaha Krishna Upadesh Amara Agya Gaya Guru Ana Tara Desh. He said, forget about it. You're right. He was a Kurma Brahmin. There's Kurma Kshetra in South India, and he was a Brahmin from that village. And he said, you can't come with me. You stay here and you preach. Krishna Upadesh. Krishna Upadesh means Gita Upadesh, Bhagavad Upadesh. Uddhava Gita, Brahma Gita, Bhagavad Gita. And he said, Yari, take anyone you see. Just grab anyone you see and start telling them about Krishna. Amar my Agya. My Agya is you become a guru and liberate the people in your village. This stage. So it wasn't good. He didn't get his desire fulfilled, but he pleased Lord Chaitanya. So this is what this quotation. Lord Chaitanya says, it's my order, it's my command. Tell everyone about Krishna. Don't think that if you do this, take the position of a guru, you will forget your own position, become puffed up with pride, and go to hell. No. I order you to go on. This is relief work. People are suffering, people are in misery, they need relief. You can't sit by as an idle onlooker. I should take all responsibility. You will get my association only by obeying my orders and discharging the duty I am entrusting to you. You will find me there in your obedience to my order. Go on, distribute Krishna Tamritam. This is a quotation from Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Dev Goswami, who was a direct sannyas disciple of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. So he is a good preacher, so he's saying, you want to find me, you can find me by just carrying out my orders. Like some people say, they feel separation from the Guru. But so if you're feeling separation from the Guru, you can ask the question, why? Is it a question of distance? Is it a question of mentality? Is it a question of feelings? Is it a question of heart? It can be all those things, but most of the time, the acharyas say we'll feel separation from our Guru if we're separated from his order, for his agya, for his order. If we're not hearing his katha, we're not hearing katha of the Guru, the specific katha spoken by the Guru, we're not obedient, carrying out his order. He says, get up early, chant 16 rounds or 64 rounds, whatever he said. Or become negligent negligent and lackadaisical and lazy in our sadhana bhajan, then we wonder why we feel separation from the Guru. But Prabhupada never felt separation because he was always absorbed day and night in carrying out the order of his Guru and hearing, always reading the Katha of his Guru and speaking Hari Katha. So this is an interesting lecture. There was some political edge on, let's say, political coding on this lecture, but I like what it was said. This lecture was given in Vrindavan Temple. It's called Krishna Balaram Mandir by Jayapataka Swami, who's ISKCON Guru he stays in Mayapur. He knows Bengali and Hindi and English, of course. He's born in Canada. And when he came at that time, the whole temple of Vrindavan was absorbed in Gopi Bhav. Andrew was stressing Thakurji, and it was in his kirtans, and I was there giving lectures. it was really, everybody was, nobody was into Proyad selling books. Everyone was into chanting and reading Rasic books and meditating. So he gave this lecture. And he said, I gave a subtitle to this lecture, Help Others. He said, in Dwarka, Krishna got a headache. There's a Leela, Krishna got a sheer dard, headache. And everyone was running around, Uddhava and other people, and Daruka and Uddhava were running around Dwarka trying to ask everyone to give because they asked what's the remedy for this headache. And the remedy to remove the headache was the dust to the feet of a devotee, Krishna Bhakta. So they went to Vasudeva and Devaki, because they're living there in Dwarka, and he said, can you give the dust to your Charna Raj? And they said, no, our Lala is actually Bhagavan. We can't do that, it's aparad. So then they went to, they were looking for dust, they went to Rukmini and Satyabhama. And they said, no, he's our pati, he's our guru, he's our guru pati, he's our dharma guru, he's our dharma pati. We can't do that, that's a big offense. So no one in Dwarka would give the dust to their feet. So what they do? So then Narada Muni took the task. He said, I'll go all around the world trying to find some devotee willing to give the dust to their feet to cure Dwarkadish's headache. So now, I'll go to hell if I give relief to Krishna. So then, this quotation. If you think the Lord Chaitanya has ordered everyone to deliver the land, and my Guru has also ordered, because I am his servant, I'll take that risk and he will protect me. I must carry out Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's order. We should think this transcendental medicine of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is helping me. I am in the curing process, and this medicine of chanting is helping me. Then if you see a similar case, I may hand the medicine over to him. Jiva Goswami says, if you have some money and another one is suffering without money, if I hold my money, he remains fasting without food, then I am responsible for his suffering. You get the analogy, where he's coming from? I never read that in Jiva Goswami, but maybe somewhere. The idea is, so someone has no food and they're starving, you have money and you're well fed, you should give some food to hungry people. So the food is Krishna Bhakti, Krishna Katha, Krishna consciousness, the Maha Mantra, and we're quite full with that. We're being satisfied and nourished and protected by that. So other people are starving for lack of Krishna, so we should be charitable and give it to them. But if I hold on to my money, that person will remain fasting without food, then I become responsible for his suffering. So you have knowledge. Everyone's really quiet. This is like a sauce lecture. Whole temple you hear a pin drop. It was Krishna's marathon, and nobody was doing anything about it. It was a funny time. So he came in. It was a good lecture. I transcribed it, this part. I liked it. It was inspiring. He said, I have knowledge. I must help you, my neighbor, or I'm committing offense to society. With faith in the Brahmacharyas, we must sincerely help others with whatever knowledge we have. In that spirit, one may take up the work of an acharya. But you should be careful whenever a spiritual master of superior quality is there. We must encourage others to accept him. Hari Bhakti Lal says, when a greater person is available, those of a lower type should not venture to make disciples. So that was the end of that. So now the question is, when should one think about becoming a guru? To agree to how much devotion to Krishna Bhakti one has will take one to the point of thinking, I am nothing. I am the lowest of the low. But when the inspiration to act as guru will flow, the necessity to teach will come to us. Thus the order of Krishna will come in our heart. You have to do it. In that case, Krishna wants you to do it. It is his flow. It's the flow of mercy Krishna will inspire. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Sanatan, Krishna's grace is flowing through me to you. That's nice. That was spoken by Sri Swami, that part. Which continued later. Let's see if I can pick it up. 55. I mean, not too many devotees will stick their head out to become guru. But some inspired souls are there. Actually, it will come from inside the heart, basically. If it's real. Okay. As Chaitanya Mahaprabhu orders you to become guru, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will protect you. If you fail to act as guru Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives an order to be guru, which we heard from the Chaitanya Amara Agya Guru. My order is to become guru. So if we disobey out of artificial humility, that's interesting. As the Jagat Guru, world guru, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives an order. He said, everyone go preach. On my order, be preacher, be guru, give Krishna Bhakti. So out of artificial humility, will become an offender against Holy Name by disobeying the order of the spiritual master. Who's the spiritual master? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The Adi Guru, Gaudiya Sampradaya, the Jagat Guru Adi Guru is Mahaprabhu, and the Jagat Guru Adi Guru of the whole creation is Vasudeva Narayan, or you can say Krishna. Jagat Guru Sri Krishna. The word of Bhagavan, the word of Krishna has come down to Gurudev. I have to obey it in all sincerity. I will not disappoint the Guru. Especially as Sri Guru has directed me, Sri Gauranga. By my command be Guru and save this land. I will not be guilty of any insincerity in carrying out the command. If I disobey the law which has come down to me through the chain of preceptorial succession, the offense due to omission to carry out the command of the Guru will sever me from Sri Guru, the lotus feet of Sri Guru. By sprinkling a particle of pollen of the lotus feet of my Guru, crores of conviction souls will be saved. This is from Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. Very nice quotation. So it's all humility there. He's saying, he's implying that his Guru Gaurageshwar ordered him to preach for Super Solar Chaitanya, or he became a great preacher. And he's thinking, what am I doing? I'm collecting some pollen. Lotus flower has honey and has pollen, flower pollen. So the Guru's feet are compared to lotus. Sri Guru Charana Padma. Sri Guru Charana Padma means the lotus feet of the Guru. So there's honey there, there's sweetness, and there's pollen. Honey gives satisfaction and pollen gives energy. So the Guru's feet, which his order and his mercy, gives satisfaction and gives energy. Energy for what? To serve Krishna and do bhakti bhajan. So he's saying, I'm going to take some of the pollen from my Guru's feet, and by that pollen I'll sprinkle it on the heads of others, and everyone will be saved. Okay, I think that's enough for Guru Tata. I don't know how many people are going to stand up now and go out and become Guru. It's hard not to just be a disciple. Jai Jai Shri. Okay, so this is Sunday satsang, January